Hi, my name is Gareth Russell, a Managing Director for Accenture Security in Canberra, Australia. Joining me today is Kelly Bissell, our Global Managing Director for Accenture Security. Welcome to Australia, Kelly.
Thank you, Gareth. It's good to be here.
And you're here today to talk to us about GDPR, or General Data Protection Regulation, which some people think might be a bit of a dry topic, but I think it's going to be very interesting and very relevant to our clients.
Yeah.
So next year, mandatory GDPR will come into effect for the European Union. Can you give us a bit of an example and introduction to GDPR?
I can, yes. As a matter of fact, I think GDPR is very interesting because it, for the first time, puts teeth on regulation. This is the first time a regulation has stated fines associated with it. And it's a big set for our clients. And we're committed to helping our clients not only comply, but also be better secure as a result.
So you talk about fines, and we talk about when this GDPR comes into impact. What are some of the other consequences that organizations need to be aware of as part of this new regulation?
Well, just a couple of things. There are a lot of things in there, but the two most important are, one is 4% turnover, which is the overall revenue for the company for the year, globally. And the second thing is they may not be able to operate in the European Union. And so those two things would dramatically impact their business.
So there's some big stakes here. What do you think some of the barriers are that will prevent some of the companies in complying with this new GDPR?
There are a lot of things. When we look at security across the board, there's at least 79 elements that they need to be secure with. And most companies don't do great in all areas. So it's important that they really focus on what is going to help them be secure, not just be compliant, because when they're secure, they're generally compliant as well.
So if we change gears a little bit and we look closer to Australia, we had a serious data breach in October this year for 50,000 Australians. How do you think our government or other governments around the world can help rebuild public trust after such big breaches and big incidents?
It's really important because as a government entity, that's what we have with our citizens, trust. But no government is immune, as you've talked about. I mean, other governments have been hacked, but it's really important to double down, focus, really understand what the attackers are after, have the discipline and security so that we can withstand or be resilient against future attacks.
And how do you think that Accenture can bring its services and capabilities to help our clients and leverage our experience in this matter?
You know, Accenture is in a category of one. Because what we look at is not just bits and parts of security, but the entire thing, the enterprise security. And not only that, we apply a lens of industry. So the way we look at a bank security is very different from retail or resources or government. So what Accenture does is help our clients secure end-to-end across their industry.
Fantastic. And if we look at cybersecurity in Australia, we've got a strong expertise across the board. Do you think that we could become a global cybersecurity hub in a way that we could export our cybersecurity expertise?
I do. That's actually one of the reasons why I'm here. I truly see what great work is being done in Australia. And in many ways, I believe that we have a responsibility, not just an opportunity, but a responsibility to be able to serve our clients across the globe. And I've seen great capability out of Accenture Australia Security, and I want to be able to develop some things and leverage it across the globe. That's how we get better together.
So when we look at the GDPR deadline up and coming, what's the biggest piece of advice that we need to give our clients in terms of being ready for that?
We have a lot of advice as being consultants, right? But I would just boil it down to a few things. Do the basics brilliantly. That's one. Second thing is understand what the attackers are after. Not just nation states, but the hacker in his mom's basement, if you will, as well as internal people that are either disgruntled or they have some bad things going on inside. So we really need to understand what the attackers are after across the entire value chain of that business.
Thank you, Kelly. We really do appreciate your time today. And I'm sure that we'll be paying close attention as GDPR is coming up into regulation. And I look forward to connecting with you again to get your insights as we see more and more of the regulation come through.
Thank you very much, Gareth.